25 News starts with breaking news.
We start tonight with breaking news in Riviera Beach. Dozens of police officers are on the scene of a mass shooting in Riviera Beach. We know there are multiple victims hurt, and police tell us they have a person of interest in custody. This all happened both inside and outside the Azor Estates community. Ari Height has been there for hours now. He joins us with the latest on the investigation. Ari?
And I just talked to the Riviera Beach police chief. He tells me in all, 5 people were shot here. 1 person is dead. 2 are in critical condition. 2 others suffer what they're describing as non-life-threatening injuries. And again, they do have 1 person in custody. They're referring to that person right now as a person of interest, not a suspect, though they do believe that he is the shooter. Let me go ahead now and show you some video of what this looked like all night long. And let me break down what it is that the chief told me. He said it happened around 6:15 tonight. The chief said it started inside the Azure Estates community. The chief says a few people were hanging out in the courtyard when there was a fight. Chief says it's unclear what that fight was about, but 1 person pulled out a gun and started shooting. Multiple people inside were shot, but the chief says that was just the beginning of the violence here.
Once he shot those individuals, he left the property and tried to carjack multiple different cars where he shot individuals when he was trying to carjack those vehicles.
And back here live, you see this vehicle that we're talking about right now. The chief says that's one of the vehicles the shooter did try to carjack. The shooter was able to get away, but he was taken into custody in St. Lucie County. Again, they're not calling him a suspect at this point, just a person of interest. They say they hope to question him within the hour. As for this scene.
Now it's a tragic situation, but we got the gist of everything. Let's go over to where we see him in court. So let's go over into that.
I shot every one of them people.
Well, the suspect accused of shooting 5 people, killing 1 in Riviera Beach, as you see there, just faced a judge.
Jolie Rodriguez is at the Palm Beach County Jail, where the suspected gunman gave a point-blank admission before the court.
Well, it was truly a courtroom shocker when the suspect, 20-year-old Terrell Gibson, spoke on the shooting. Now, Gibson goes on to detail his mental health struggles. Then he says that none of the victims died, but then goes on to admit saying that he shot them all within a span of 5 minutes.
I shot every one of them people in their head. They're not making it back.
The suspect, 20-year-old Terrell Gibson, faces several charges, including first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. Police say Gibson shot 5 people Monday night. It all started around 6:15 inside the Azure Estates community in Riviera Beach. The police chief says it appears Gibson was having a mental breakdown, as he describes hearing voices in his head, insisting he get a gun and shoot people. Gibson fled and attempted to carjack multiple vehicles. Police say he then shot 3 more victims and ultimately succeeds in taking a vehicle and fleeing. According to police reports, one of the victims was his own cousin. In Gibson's first appearance on Wednesday, he repeatedly claims that he can see things that others can't.
I'm fighting something I can't even see. I see it at night. I see it now looking at you.
He goes,
Hold on. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack. First things first. We got the elephant. What is happening with his hair? I don't know what's happening, but the main question is, so okay, he's saying he was suffering from hallucinations and a mental health crisis, but does that change the fact that he needs to be locked up for the rest of his life? I've said this plenty of times, y'all, plenty of times. Yes, you can. Mental health is a real thing. I'm not disagreeing with that, but just because they suffer a mental health crisis doesn't mean they should be out here on the street. At least that's my thinking. Let them be locked up for the rest of their life in a mental house. Something. But you can't, no matter what happened to you mentally or what you're going through mentally, once you've crossed that line of where you've taken lives, innocent lives, you can never bring that back. At least that's my thinking, but let me know your thoughts. Let's keep going into this.
On to deny that anyone was killed during the shooting, but admits that he shot people in the head just minutes later. Attorneys in the room then warn him that anything he says can be used against him in his trial.
I don't care because I'm speaking the truth in my heart. I don't care about you saying I don't care.
The murder charge alone carries a minimum sentence of life in prison with no parole if convicted. Reporting in.
Now, the question is he lying about it just to have a mental health plea or a insanity plea? Let's go over into this next video where we just see more about it.
Right now, the public
How you
defender
doing,
is
sir?
doing good. Public defender represents you right now. He said they're going to submit an order later.
Can I say something before we start?
Not in your best interest. It's for you to say it. I'm not going to stop you, but it's not in your best interest.
Okay.
Just step back off the microphone.
Okay. So, sir.
It's getting feedback.
Okay.
That's better.
How you doing, sir? So my problem is I be seeing things, sir. So I'm in the courtroom, sir. All the police that I be seeing, they don't be coming to open the door for me. Well, it's one of the police that's in the room last night. He was actually a good person. Sir, I be fighting things that y'all cannot see. So therefore, how can you put someone in jail that's fighting something that you can't see? When I was on the highway driving, it's 3 cars. What's the devil's number? 6, right? It's 3 cars. Every time I went hitting speed, I'm at a speed limit. I see 3 cars every time I hit the gas. Ain't no cars on the road. It's just me. It's 3 cars that pop up. 1, 2, 3. Then it's 1, 2, 3 again, right? Okay. The people that were supposed to be killed, they didn't die and nobody died. Obviously, right?
No, one person did. You do have one count.
Nah, nobody died, sir.
I'm just.
You want to show me how?
I'm just.
I mean, if he's making for an insanity plea, I don't know if he's serious. I don't know if he's legit about it. But if he's making for an insanity plea, I mean, I might give it to him. Jesus, let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
I shot every one of them people. Nah, shut up, man. Let me talk. I can't talk to the judge, bro.
Everything you're saying is being recorded.
Okay, let me talk. Then if it's being recorded, then it's being recorded. I shot every one of them people in the head. They're not making it back. My cousin, he was supposed to die. That dude that hit the floor, oh yeah, he died. A lot of people were shot in the head, sir, and went back up right in front of my face. So, therefore, how the can you wake back up in front of my face after I shoot you? How are you gonna wake back up? Please tell me, sir. That's impossible. You cannot wake back up after somebody shoots you in your head. And if you check that camera, you can tell that these people are with me. I'm chilling to myself, sir, right? I'm chilling on the bench with my cousin Elmo, right? Okay, so why you keep talking to me and not letting me talk to him? I can't even hear you, sir. I can't hear you.
Against you and a later trial.
No, it can't be used against me because I'm talking what I think, what my heart need to tell whoever listening, bro.
You tell that to your attorney when they get
Man, okay, let me talk. Okay, I only need you, sir. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not need you.
I'm trying to protect your
Please,
rights.
can you please tell him shut up, Judge, please? I can't even talk. You know what I mean?
He's trying
Thank you, sir.
He's trying to give you advice.
But, sir, I'm fighting something I can't even see. I see it at night. I see it now looking at you. I don't know how to fight it, sir.
Mr. Gibson, what I can tell you is that your attorney that you're going to get from ORC,
Okay, no camera, sir. I'm sorry.
the attorney that you're going to get can file motions to determine whether you're, number one, competent to stand trial, or whether you were competent at the time. And that's the time that you should be discussing these issues. You shouldn't be discussing them now.
When I was in Stony Brook, sir, and I had that gun, that wasn't my gun first off. That's Look, sir, I don't care because I'm speaking the truth in my heart. I don't care about shit you saying, I don't care. I'm talking to that dude right there, the judge right there, I'm talking to him. I'm not worried about nothing what nobody's saying. I'm talking to him. I need to get this off my heart.
Mr. Gibson, we're going to be done for now.
Yeah. Let him see a doctor. Let him see a doctor because if he's faking, he's a good faker. Because I would have failed for it. But let's keep going and finish up this video.
So you don't have any bond, you have an attorney, so you can hold them.
This is a crazy situation, y'all. Do you think he's faking it, or is this truly he's going through something crazy or mental health? Because he's saying he's seeing things, and they even say he killed his cousin. But is it all a ploy? That is the main thing. Is it all a ploy? Let's go over to the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole situation. And so on Monday, March 16th, a mass shooting at the Riviera Beach, Florida, left one man dead and four others injured. The incident occurred around 6:15 p.m. at the apartment complex on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. The violence began during a gathering in the courtyard of the complex. Investigators state that a fight escalated into gunfire when the suspect shot two people inside the complex. As the suspect fled, he attempted to carjack multiple vehicles along MLK Boulevard, shooting three additional victims during the attempt. He eventually succeeded in taking a black Chevy Silverado by force. So the deceased, John Richards, the third, 25, who was identified by his mother and described by the suspect as his cousin. Four other men were wounded, two were in critical condition, and two sustained minor injuries. Police identified the suspect as Tremont Terrell Gibson, 20, of West Palm Beach. Gibson was located and detained by the Florida Highway Patrol on I-95 near Vero Beach later that Monday night. Riviera Beach Police Chief noted that Gibson appeared to be having a mental health crisis or breakdown. Gibson reportedly told investigators that he heard voices or spirits telling them to get rid of demons. During the first court appearance on March 18th, what we just saw, Gibson made several outbursts claiming that he was seeing things, admitting to the court that I shot every one of the people in the head. But I don't think he should. If they all survived, they all didn't, in minor injuries. He didn't shoot them all in the head. So Gibson faces multiple charges: first-degree premeditated murder, 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of carjacking with a firearm, felon in possession of a firearm. He is currently being held without bond. Yeah, he has to be held without bond. But let me know your thoughts, y'all. Do y'all think that this man is just faking it? Is his insanity truly real? But just based on that court appearance, I would be the first one to say he needs to go see a doctor. But at the end of the day, I've said this several times, he still needs to be locked up somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's the jail, it doesn't matter if it's the mental hospital. He needs to be locked up somewhere for the rest of his life. But you might disagree, so let me know your thoughts, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said.